Mira, un cardinal. Aquí es donde estamos. Ese es el cardenal. How's it going? Vamos a empezar casi por aquí. Granite Mountain, let's go this way. 136 Express Trail. Nope. ¿Dónde?
Hay higos aquí.
Eagles. ¿Miraste un sign?
Sí.
Oh. Motorized vehicles prohibited. Well, good morning, my friends. Welcome to another Vega 23 episode. Today is Sunday, and we are out and about on another hike. Today we are at the Granite Mountain Loop Trail. It's about 5.5 miles round trip with an elevation gain of only 400 feet. So this is going to be cakewalk for me and Cassidy. We're just going to be out here enjoying ourselves. Last Sunday when we were at Tom's Thumb Trail, we had some of the guys that work there recommend this hike to us. They said it was very beautiful. A lot of the flower, since we're coming into the spring, they're gonna start blooming, so we're gonna see a lot of flower here hopefully. If not, pretty sure within the next week or so everything will start blooming. This mountain has a lot of history, and I don't know if you guys have heard or know that about 19 firefighters lost their life due to a natural disaster that happened back in 2013. So rest in peace to all the firefighters that were involved in that. It's not it wasn't like a rescue mission, but they were trying to contain the fire from reaching a small town here. And due to the rapid winds, they were surrounded by the fire and they lost their life, unfortunately. So rest in peace to all of the men involved. And it's a very tragic story, but this hike was highly recommended, and we're out here to check it out. Since me and Cassidy started hiking every single Sunday now, we've been exploring a lot and going out to different hikes. The bikes have to yield to the horses and the hikers, so to the power lines, we're not going to do that. Serpentine Trail, we're not doing that. Saddlehorn Trail, Granite Mountain Loop Trail, that's what we're doing. So let's go that way. Alright, so I know that I just said I was going to turn right, but as you guys can see here, this is a loop. I'm sorry for the reflection. This is a loop, so we can definitely turn left or right. And whenever you map out this trail, it starts off on the left-hand side and it comes back to that sign that we just saw. So we're gonna decide to go from left to right. So we just walked in here and we saw a cardinal bird, which was very interesting because we never ran into one in the wild.
It was red.
It was all red. There's a lot of quail out here.
Lots.
We saw maybe like a dozen of these birds already just coming into the hike. So that's kind of cool and exciting. Obviously, we're not here to hunt any birds or animals.
No.
We're just here to hike and enjoy nature. So, like I said, this is a very kid-friendly trail. Looks like a lot of people come out here and bike this trail. I also see that it's a dog-friendly trail. If you have a pet and you want to bring them out here, you're more than welcome. Oye, ¿no te amarras los tenis? A ver. This hike is already turning out to be a very nice hike because there's not such a great elevation gain right off the bat. Even though we're already like, I forgot the guy's name that was talking about Tom's Thumb at the end of the trail. He was saying that we are already 100 feet above Camelback Mountain. So even walking here, you can start feeling it a little bit. You got to catch your breath. So that 400 feet within the 5 miles We're gonna feel it a little bit, but it's not gonna be exhausting like other hikes that we've done in the past, like Camelback, Tom's Thumb Trail, um, or like the Victory Steps in Verado. So far so good, nice and chill. Basically, what this hike is gonna be is us walking around this entire mountain range. These are the North McDowell Mountains, and we are in North Scottsdale. Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
No.
It is a bird. ¿Qué trae ahí en la boca? El pico. Algo fue a pescar ahorita en la mañana.
¿Qué es?
¿Quién sabe?
Porque está parado allá arriba.
Parece un raven. No.
Maybe lo que miré era un raven.
Possibly.
En la foto. Porque se miraba más como un águila.
¿Un águila?
Ajá.
¿Al que miraste en la mañana?
Sí.
Oh. Mira, casi si aprendes a andar en la bicicleta, podemos traer las bicicletas para estos trails. ¿Qué te parece? Nomás que tienes que practicar más. So we started the hike right after sunrise. For us, this was a 45-minute drive from our home. So it was quite an adventure being on the car. Cassidy got to read a book. ¿Cómo se llamaba el libro, Cassidy?
The Incredible Book Eating Boy.
The Incredible Book Eating Boy.
¿De qué se trata?
Yeah.
So the book is about a boy eats a lot of books and he gets smarter and smarter, but then all the knowledge gets all stuck in his head and mixed up, and then he doesn't know what to say.
He gets confused.
And then he says 2 + 6 = elephant.
Yeah.
Y luego dice 6 + 2 = 3.
Oh, yeah, that's not right. Well, that's good. So, I've been having Cassie to read every day now because she's not doing too well in school, but I know that she's gonna overcome that little hurdle with the reading, and I think she's been improving a lot, especially in the last week, reading every day and writing what she wrote and writing what she read. So, to get to this hike, it took us about 45 minutes from our house. But it's okay because, you know,
from your house it's a little bit closer, farther.
if they live closer here, then yeah, it will be closer for sure.
If they live farther, it's farther.
Farther, yeah. So this was a hike that we're doing here by recommendation, and I and Cassidy will personally recommend this hike to you guys because so far it's very nice. As you guys can see here, our surroundings, we have some big boulders, big boulders, real big cactuses, a lot of wild animals, and it's a very flat trail.
Very flat.
¿Verdad que sí, casi? Just walking, hiking. So normally we go eat at Waffle House after a hike. Even though last week we didn't make it, I think today, instead of going to the Waffle House, we're gonna go to Cracker Barrel.
Ooh, Cracker Barrel.
¿Te gusta?
Yeah.
¿Sí?
Yeah.
¿Qué es tu favorite food de ahí de Cracker Barrel? Pancakes? Oh, pancakes are my favorite too.
Get in confetti pancakes.
Confetti pancakes? I don't know about that. So that's what we're gonna end up for breakfast here. Oh, it looks like that boulder split. Maybe lightning struck it. Who knows?
No one knows the secret.
No one knows the secret. Whoa. That one's massive. Mande. Yo tengo muchos cactus en la casa. Yeah. No, no se caen. Están bien duros estos. Están bien grandotes. Sí se pueden caer. Todo se puede caer, pero es muy difícil de que se caigan. Están bien pesados. So we just ran into another fork in the road here. Even though there are a lot of signs that guide you through the trail, having the All Trails app is so useful because all you have to do is open your application and it'll tell you exactly when to turn, and it gives you the step-by-step navigation. So if you were to step away from the trail, maybe about 5 to 10 steps away from the trail, it will give you a notification and automatically tell you that you're going off trail, so that you can always track back and go back to where you're supposed to. So I highly recommend it. I pay for the year subscription for the pro version, and the reason why I like it is because it keeps track of all the trails that I've done. It gives me the time, the elevation gain, it gives you history about the trail, and the turn-by-turn navigation. You can also download the navigation on your phone, so if your phone doesn't have any service, it'll still be active, and it'll give you directions with the GPS. So I think that's amazing.
And there is a lot of
Horseshoe tracks all over the trail. So as you guys saw at the beginning, we have to yield to them, and that's just hiking etiquette for you guys. When you're ever out here hiking, just make sure that if you're etiquette, yield. Oh, por ejemplo, vamos a decir que viene alguien caminando, te haces para acá, step to the side, and then they walk, and then we keep going. They have the right of way. So normally if you're going uphill or if you're going into the hike, you have the right of way. If you're coming down, you have to step to the side and let the people that are hiking up keep going, because you already went. And obviously when you're coming down yourself and you see people hiking up, step to the side and yield to the hikers. All right, let's check on our application.
And we knew how to ride it over here. We go way more faster.
Oh, way faster for sure.
Kept it way more faster.
So we are 22 minutes into the hike, and we have traveled 7.7 miles with an average gain of 103 feet for the elevation. So far so good. I feel like we're cruising through this hike. It's average about an hour and 50 minutes to do the round trip, since we're not going uphill. And so far we have been enjoying all of the cholla, the cactus, the flower. So calm and quiet, ¿verdad que sí?
All you hear is birds chirping.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why we love hiking, because we're out in nature. Nobody's being loud. You know, we get to talk and chill, and we always figure out a halfway point or the end of the trail to sit down, enjoy ourselves, take a break, and have a little snack. I'm not sure if you guys can notice those mountains out in the back, all the way across the valley. Those are the Superstition Mountains. And if you can see right under the sun above my finger, those 4 peaks are called the 4 Peaks Mountains.
Yeah, it's like the Tucan said.
Yeah, that's a very dangerous hike. There's one called Flatiron, and the peak that's on the far left, it's going to be the Browns Trail. I could be mistaken, but I know it's something along Brown. And it's once you reach the top of the far left peak, which will be the one facing north, you are at the highest point of the entire Maricopa County. So the highest point in the entire state of Arizona is when you go to Humphreys Peak, which we have done it in the past a couple of times. But I'm training with Cassidy every Sunday so that she can get better at hiking with conditioning, because that one's about a 5-mile hike, and the elevation gain on that one is wild. So once we're out there, hopefully by my birthday on August this year, you guys will be able to check that out. Oh. ¿Qué color es esa?
Morado.
Morado. Y acá están unas, mira. Aquí están otras que están mixtas. Mira, aquí están mixed up. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of purple. Hopefully the wind doesn't distort the audio because I didn't bring the dead cat. And I know last time we hiked. Okay, let's find out here. Balance rock trail. No. Let's see. Bong bing bang bong bing bong. Okay, we're gonna turn left. Let's go this way. That's what the app suggests.
But if it's a circle, I would go down.
Yeah.
We're going the opposite way now?
No, we're going around this mountain.
Oh.
I would say that if you bring kids and they're not used to hiking and they're very curious, you just have to be careful with the cactus that are near the trail. Like for example, this cholla that's coming up here on our right. This could potentially ruin the hike. Yep, you get stabbed with one of those. You're walking by and you hit it with your leg, and you can call that the end of your day for the hike. So, I've
If you're really far away, you're gonna have to walk the whole way back.
Oh yeah, if you're far away, you're doomed. So I have suggested in the past that you guys bring a first aid kit, especially if you bring the little ones. Even for yourself, I don't think it's a bad idea to have it. So just carry that with yourself.
Just in case.
Oh, mira, hay un hummingbird.
Allá en la escuela,
Yeah.
tomando néctar de una flor que tenemos.
¿En la
Tenemos
escuela?
muchas flores.
Oh, nice.
¿Recuerdas que cuando hacíamos gardening?
Sí. Another important thing that you guys should probably know or note is bring water. It's extremely important. I personally myself don't really like to drink water when I'm hiking, but for your kids it's a very good device for them to have it or carry it. If they can't carry it, then you should carry it yourself. Bring some snacks and always just prepare for the worst. If you bring a dog, make sure it's on a leash. Bring some water for your dog.
Make sure it doesn't get, by a cactus.
Yeah. Dogs are pretty curious and they kind of know already, so they won't get close to the cactus, especially if you are used to hiking with the dog. But
Or take you outside a lot where there's a lot of rocks.
you can see Tom's thumb trail from here. It's right over there. I don't know if you can see that little rock poking out right there. That would be where we were last Sunday. So I'm pretty sure, as you guys have noticed, that whenever we reach a fork, it has multiple trails going in one direction and some in another direction. So there are many, many, many trails to hike in just one area, but there's always the main one. So we're out here to do the main one just about every single time. There are a lot of scenic views and stops that we can check out along the way. So we always try to stop there and record. ¿Te cansaste? Oh yeah. So me and Cassidy, I told Cassidy that this bush gets really yellow. It has a very beautiful yellow flower. I don't know what this bush is called, but a lot of them on the side of the road have already started blooming. And I keep telling her for like the past 3 weeks. It's like next Sunday, the whole entire trail is gonna be yellow, and it's not. Esto es diferente. So now I can see a lot of the now I can see the plant starting to grow. So next Sunday, I think we're finally gonna see all the flowers bloom. And you can see a lot of that bush around here. All these are part of the same plant that I'm talking about. So if we get close to it, you can see that the flower is gonna start blooming here pretty shortly. Yeah, on the side of the road, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And we can see them, but every time we go hiking, they're not ready. Maybe because it's a little bit colder out here than it is on the side of the road where it gets warmer, and they get to bloom a little bit faster. Because I started seeing them on the side of the road about 2 weeks ago. So last week I had told Cassidy that at Thumb Trail, it was gonna be all yellow, and there was nothing. So now we're out here at Granite Mountain, and I thought it was gonna be all yellow. Basically, every single bush that you see right here, it's supposed to be all blooming, but it's not.
But as soon as I saw the mountain, I'm like, where's the yellow? I thought it was supposed to be yellow.
Me too.
And all I saw was green.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's coming. So we'll see it next week.
Purple.
I'm not gonna guarantee it, but we'll see it. I remember a couple years back when I went to Texas to teach a class for screen printing to one of my friends. First thing I noticed when I got to Texas is that there were no mountains. It was so flat. I was just like, what? What do you guys do out here? There's no mountains. So it was kind of crazy how I noticed that right away because, you know, if I ever have any bit of spare time when I'm out and about, like when we go, for example, to California, I like to wake up around 4 o'clock in the morning and I go walk the beach, or I go out and about when we go to the snow and walk the neighborhood. So I'm always exploring, and I noticed right away that in Texas there were no mountains. I was in Houston, so that kind of threw me off a little bit. So Houston, Texas is not for me, even though they have a lot of good food. I don't know if you guys have heard or watched the Outdoor Boys on YouTube, but if you guys have...
Oh yeah, they do crazy stuff.
Yeah, Luke is a wild man. Does a lot of survival camps in the snow.
Builds his own stuff.
He built his own shelters, and he sometimes brings his kids to the adventures that they go on. So we watch him a lot. I can't say that we're gonna do a survival video because we enjoy hiking, but if we ever do, I will try my best. That guy is something else. He is... Oh, ahí vienen unos bikers. Hace para acá. Yield. Yield. Good morning. Well, they have the bells on their bike so you can hear them when they're coming, just in case you're distracted looking at the flowers or the birds. You can hear the bells coming. You look over and you see bikers and you're like, ooh. Have to move over.
Have to hurry up.
Or get ran over. No, I'm just kidding.
How can you get ran over?
So yeah, Luke is a wild man. Crazy. Lives in Alaska. They have a amazing family with 3 kids and his wife.
His wife never, almost in every video, she's never in one of them. Only some.
Only some videos, yeah.
Only some.
She joins every once in a while. She tries, so that's good. So I won't say that we're gonna do a survival video, but if we ever go hiking, we'll invite Robert, and we'll try to do something just for the day for fun. Yeah. Definitely nothing like Luke. Yeah. Luke, you're something else, and I watch all your videos, so keep it up.
See what else he got to do.
Monday.
Shelters with snow.
Yeah.
Build shelters. You could barely fit in them sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Enough space to actually sleep.
Oh yeah, Luke is about 6 something, 6'3", 6'4". He's a tall guy.
Really?
So you know he has to build a big shelter
for him to...
when he's doing an under...
When there's more people, he's got to make it bigger.
Yeah. When he's building a snow cave. All right, my friends, we have reached the 40-minute mark at 1.25 miles. So we're gonna check back in once we reach halfway point so we can have our snack, relax for a little bit. And so far we have been enjoying this trail. It's just amazing. That's all we can say.
Really calm.
We're very, very calm. We have found that the rocks have shapes. We saw a shape of a frog, a parrot,
camel,
and a camel. So, you know, we're just...
I spotted the frog,
yep,
and the parrot, and my dad spotted the camel.
Yep. So, just enjoying the day. Right after the hike, we're gonna go to Cracker Barrel and have some good breakfast. We're gonna have some good mood food. We have reached the halfway point and we're taking a break here. We are at 2.66 miles, elevation gain 353 feet, which is almost the peak here for the elevation. And we have traveled for 1 hour and 17 minutes. We keep stopping and seeing uh, cactus bones, which is just like a cactus that's all dried
And
out.
they're really cool.
Yeah, they look really nice.
We want to take them, but we can't.
No, we can't take them. We're not allowed to. Unless we go hike in the desert where there's no trails, then maybe. But these are preserved trails. They're being taken care of, and they don't allow for any of the hikers to take anything that you find except trash. All right, we're going to keep hiking here after the break. We are still having the Nature Valley
we already ran out.
peanut butter waffle snacks.
We already ran out though.
Yeah, these are our last two. So we're gonna end up at Costco sometime this week to re-up. We'll probably try something different.
Get something new.
We're gonna get this box again and something different. So we'll bring more snacks next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least one more.
At least one more for sure. All right, we'll check back in as we keep walking around this trail. We have about 2.4 more miles to travel, and we're done for the day. Oh yeah, we saw some signs that there are active Gila monsters and turtles here, so we just have to watch out for them. That's why we are
sitting. That's why we didn't want to sit over there because there's holes over there,
yeah.
And the Gila monsters go under the rocks, so we didn't want to go over there.
Yeah, we're just hanging out here in the open to make sure we don't see anything creeping up, and if they do, we'll handle it properly. Coyote Canyon Trail, nope. We're doing the Granite Mountain Trail. 2.4 miles to go and we're done. Hacia para acá. Rápido. Uno de los bikers. Yep. Sounds good, thanks. Sometimes whenever people are biking here, they will tell you whether they're riding single, double, or whether they're with a group. That way, when you step to the side, you count and you know when you're ready to start hiking again. Good morning. Good, thank you. My bad. All right, thank you. Hey, no nos agarrando flowers, baby. Okay. All right, let's go. So that's good. Good hiking etiquette there for those guys. We've had a couple that just kind of ride by us. They don't say a word. They don't say how many are in their group. But I would say most of them, so far out of like 6 groups, maybe 2 didn't say anything, which is obviously totally fine because we always step to the side and we give them like a good minute or 2 before we keep going. If we don't see anybody else, everybody seems to know how it works. Yep. So whenever you're at trails where people bike, just gotta make sure that you step to the side. Ahí está unos cotillos, mira, qué bonito está. Con ese hacíamos el cerco allá. Bueno, pues no hacíamos. Mi abuelo hacía el cerco allá en la Conchi, allá en la Piedrabola, Sonora. So we are 1.5 miles away from finishing the trail. The mountain is right behind us, so we're almost back to the trailhead here in a second. We'll say another 20 minutes at least. But we're feeling good. Cassidy started feeling a little hot, so she took off her sweater. She has it around her back. I still feel okay.
And I heard a noise behind me in the bushes.
She heard a noise in the bushes rattling, so she ran, and that's what I told her to do. So we just keep going. We don't stop to investigate. Well, right after we're done with this hike, we're gonna head over straight to breakfast, have some good breakfast, and go back home. Morning. Thank you. Yeah, so we started seeing more activity. This morning there was maybe 3 cars at the parking lot. We have seen more and more groups of hikers, more and more groups of bikers. Yep. We haven't seen any horses yet. Hopefully we get to see one. We did see some fresh doo-doo, so hopefully we run into a horse. Maybe somebody's horseback riding around here. Yep. And check out this side of the mountain.
So pretty.
So pretty. Oh, Cassidy wants to... oh, she said it would be cool if all the cactus were near each other and then you build like a platform to create a tree house with the cactuses.
Make stairs so you can get up.
Yep. Oh, we got to see some horses finally. Well, 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 we meet again. This is exactly where we started. We went to the left and we came back from the right.
And
so
that's
we just
what we saw.
That is exactly what we saw. So we
saw
just
bikers, we saw horses,
and
we saw
hikers.
We saw all 3.
We saw everything. To the power line.
Other mountains we just
trail.
see bikers and hikers.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Never seen a horse.
So basically what we did on this trail is we circled the entire mountain. And today we hiked
Granite Mountain Trail.
the Granite Mountain Trail. That's right. 5.5 miles round trip. Let's go ahead and check on our phone to see the time. So we did 2 hours and 30 minutes. Distance 5.7 miles. Average of elevation gain 412. Pause and finish. About 5 point something miles.
Wow! You are a great hiker. Do you like stickers?
Yeah.
Well, we have one for special hikers.
A ver.
There you go.
Cool. Thank you. Can I see it? So last week we hiked Tom's Thumb Trail,
You did Tom's Thumb?
and they recommended this trail last Sunday, so we're here. And do you have any recommendations for next Sunday?
Oh, for next Sunday?
Yeah.
So what did you do today?
Today we did Granite Mountain
Mountain
Trail.
Loop?
The loop, yeah. So
You
it's
did
like
the
5.5.
loop. Yeah, I mean, there's so many. Let's go to the big one.
Well, we don't necessarily have to hike here, you know. We can go
Well,
somewhere else.
Well, there's, we have southern trails too. If you start at Browns Ranch, if you wanted to do Choya Mountain Loop, that's about 7.
Okay.
Or, you can do it shorter. You can do just Grail up to Cathedral Rock, which is very interesting because there's metates in the stones where ancient people used to grind
Oh,
their
really?
grain. And then you can come over here to Amphitheater, and that'll be shorter then. I can highlight that for you on a map if you'd like.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. I like Cathedral Rock and I like Amphitheater a lot too. They're very special places. Here's Balanced Rock also. That's really cool too. I'm gonna highlight that for you too, and then you can decide.
We did the Victory Steps in Verado.
I don't know it.
Yeah, they're far away from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did Fatman's Pass and South Mountain.
Great.
We came this way and we did Tom's Thumb, now the Granite Mountain Loop. So, we're just kind of moving around. I was just talking to her about Weaver's Needle.
Yeah, I've never hiked that.
Yeah, at the Superstition Mountains. So
yeah,
I might take her there next. But yeah, if you don't mind highlighting some of those.
I'm happy to do that. By the way, we have a southern region and we have 225 miles of trails altogether, and we have an all trails club.
Oh,
If
really?
you were ever interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
If you go online, here, I'll give you a card to go online and you can get more information about it. I don't know.
Sorry about that, young lady.
Traffic jam. If you go to our website, you can look up All Trails Club and see, but I will highlight all that on the map for you for next week.
Okay.
We got a plan.
Grab one of those maps.
Sure, here you go.
Oh no, the other scavenger ones.
Oh,
are here.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
want to go up the
Thank
Oh
you so
no,
much.
that's not it. That's the activity guide.
there's only two ways to get out. It's right there and right there.
Well,
Thank you
that's
very
one.
much. Appreciate it.
Sure.
The scavenger map.
Yeah, I don't have any more. They're, you know, we really give them to little kids to try to keep them interested on the trails. You
Oh,
guys,
yeah, no, that's
you
cool.
guys are super focused on what you're gonna do. So if you start at Brown's Ranch, you can actually go. I like this way best.
Good talking with you.
And you said that was about 7.
Well, if you did all of Choya Mountain Loop and back, that's 7.
Okay.
But if you wanted to just,
Oh, sure.
What's the? Do you know like the elevation gain on that? Because here it wasn't too bad. It was like
No,
400.
it's not great. So that's 29. Looks like the highest part of Choya Mountain Loop's about 2,900, and you start at 27.
Oh, perfect.
So it's
cool.
not-
Walk in the park.
So if you want to, you can go all the way around, and that would be. And then back that would be about 7. But here's Cathedral Rock, here's Amphitheater. Another fun place to come from this way or that way is Balanced Rock.
Oh, we passed that one.
Yeah, you passed that one. Okay, so we already did that.
Yeah.
But be sure if you do the Choya Mountain Loop that you stop at Cathedral Rock and at Amphitheater. They're both a ton of fun.
Okay, yeah, we'll check them out.
And then check out the All Trails Club. That would be really fun for you guys to do
Awesome.
together.
Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Do you guys have like, or do you guys recommend any first aid kits or something to
Well,
carry?
You know, I'll tell you something we were just talking about now. I mean, you can buy all kinds of first aid kits online.
Yeah, but is there like a recommended
But this is
one?
what, well, I don't have a recommended one in particular, but this is one thing you're not going to find in the first aid kits that I think you need, which is hair picks. Have you ever seen when a Choya ball gets on somebody?
Yes, I have.
Yes, and so the best way to get them off is to take the 2 hair picks
Pull them out.
and pull it out. Got to be careful not to pull it out onto somebody
Yeah.
else.
I've
You know,
seen that before.
And then forceps are really good to get the needles out.
Okay.
So you're not going to find those in
First aid
most
kits?
first aid kits,
Okay.
but you may want to get them on your own. These are for other trailheads. We're gonna leave them at the trailheads.
Okay,
Because
gotcha.
we had a little 3-year-old boy had them all stuck in his hand last
Oh
week.
no.
It was so sad. It
Yeah.
was so sad.
And I have my YouTube channel, and I always try to advise people what to bring and what to look out for. So
Oh, you have a YouTube channel?
yes.
That's what this is for.
He made a feast for all his servants.
All right, so we got some good information on a potential next hike.
Hey, my badge.
It's not gonna be next Sunday because the Choya Trail loops around, and it's a 7-mile hike. It's in the same mountain range, in the McDowell Mountains, here right next to the Granite Mountain loop trail. So most likely it's not gonna happen next week just because it's a little bit longer. The elevation gain is about the same as this one, so it's not too bad. We can definitely do it, but it is a little bit longer. So we were gonna go from almost 6 to 7, so we're adding 1 more mile, but it does have 2 scenic spots that Max recommended to us, so I'm not sure about that one yet, but we do have it in the maps. She circled all the spots and the trailhead, so we have that information like we did last week for this one. And now it's time to go get some food. We have some hunger in our stomach, so time to get some food. Looks like there is a long line, so there's gonna be at least a 30-minute wait. It is what it is.
Oh, so sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry.
Party of 2 for Jesus. Party of 2. Jesus, party of 2?
Yep.
See.
Alright, follow me.
All right. Good morning. Thank you. Ahí te quieres sentar, niña chiquita. ¿Qué vas a pedir? No sé jugar eso ya. ¿Qué vas a pedir? Huevos con hash brown. Tu mamá dijo que quería un pancake, so le vamos a llevar un pancake.